I've never really thought much about space travel until I read Elon Musk's biography written by Walter Isaacson. You hear Elon use phrases like, "We have to get to Mars before I die," or "We will get to Mars even if it kills us." It's actually very exciting. You hear them have conversations like, "What are we going to eat in Mars? What are we going to wear once we get there? What kind of houses are we going to live in?" Not to mention, there's currently a price tag to how much it will cost to get to Mars, which is around 500k. Although Elon Musk is working to bring it down to about 100k or less than that. So, as all these talks about life in Mars is ongoing, there are some things that I find exciting, and I think you would want to know about them. Do you know how we have 24 hours here on Earth? In Mars, it's slightly longer. A day lasts for 24 hours, 39 minutes, and 35 seconds, and it's referred to as soul. A day, a soul. So, for example, somebody can say, "We don't have enough hours in a soul." You know, from the phrase, "we don't have enough hours in a day." Anyway, for those people who used to say there's not just enough hours in a day, congratulations, you now have additional 39 minutes added to your day. I am already very excited about the prospects of this new experience. So if you're as excited as I am, kindly hit the subscribe button, like the video, drop a comment. If you are seeing this, let me know how much of it you're imagining in your head. The second thing is from Mars to table. Now, if you're used to getting your food straight from the farm to your table, you may have to start embracing the idea of getting your food from Mars to the table. What this means is that a system will be designed to reduce the reliance on Earth's supply. We cannot rely entirely on food coming from Earth. To show you that none of this is child's play, NASA, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, they recently started a competition called the Deep Space Food Challenge. The competition aims to solve one of the many challenges that we'll face once we get to Mars. For example, if one day humans travel to places beyond the reach of our food system, how will they feed people who are millions of miles away from Earth? That's why in the challenge, the professionals, the experts, they'll try to develop ways of producing food and the necessary technologies needed for feeding those on long-duration space exploration missions. Lastly is the transport system. How do we get to space? You know how right now if you want to travel to your village, you go with GIG or you go with Peace. Or let's say you're going abroad, then you go with Air Peace, Emirates, or Ibom Air or stuff. That same way, if you want to travel to space, you'll have to go with starships located at various space stations like Elon Musk's SpaceX or Jeff Bezos's Blue Origin. These guys are currently positioning themselves strategically